Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. I apologize. I'm a little bit late this morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. I have to take a sip of coffee. That's how early it is. I am getting used to this new schedule and I'm so excited to be here. Now, what did I have time for this morning? I had time to connect in with my guides and I had time to ask what we need to be focusing on today for this live stream. So hi, everybody. Welcome in. If you're just joining, if you're new to me, again, my name is Carey Kaas. I'm a medium and a mentor, and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I go live and we have different conversations about spiritual growth, development, healing, your ascension journey. And so that's what we're here to do. And we're going to be talking about different topics. We're also going to be possibly doing like some guided healing work, just holding space for a sacred community. If you're joining me, welcome in. Hi, guys. It's good to see you. Thank you for the heart me. I'm just getting my screen set up. I can't yet see who's joined the chat, but I'm so excited you guys are here. Again, welcome, welcome. This is going to be a great conversation. I checked in with my spirit guides this morning in the Akashic records, and I asked, what should our topic for the live stream be today? And believe it or not, my guide, who is the guy, I'm specifically working with different guides. Now, during this live stream, and if you guys join me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to talk about different topics. So I always want you to feel comfortable that you can ask me questions about your spiritual growth, spiritual ascension, healing, psychic development, mediumship, all those topics. That's all under my wheelhouse, essentially, of what I teach, what I do. Good morning. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. So this morning, oh my gosh, Southern Wilds Healing. Good morning. I'm taking a sip of coffee, guys. It's that early for me on the West Coast. Hang on a second. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Heather. We got to talk. By the way, if anyone is interested, because a lot of people ask me, are you doing readings right now? So this new format, let me tell you quickly, because a lot of people are used to me coming on here and then them being able to get a reading. And can you guys make sure you do the daily heart me and then share out the live? That helps me so much with friends. But if people are interested in readings, I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing. On Wednesdays, I'm doing free card pulls. If you join me on the gram, thank you for the daily heart me. If you guys know what the gram is, of course, I'm on there right after here at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can get, hi, Yamila. Hi, Heather. You can get a card pull if you are following me over there. Otherwise, tonight, I'm actually going live to do my paid readings here on TikTok. So it's a little bit of a busy schedule. Just to let you know, I'm also on the Tube of You over on this side of things. So good morning. We're really excited. So I want to talk to you guys today about what our topic is for today, because that's what we're doing on these live streams that I'm doing on Monday and Wednesdays, and then Fridays, a longer one, mainly on the Tube of You. We talk about different topics related to your spiritual growth, ascension, and then we also tap into what's the energy going on right now in the collective and what's happening. That's the thrust of this group. You too. It's so good to see you. I'm excited for you, Heather. Really happy for you. So thank you, Jen, for the heart me. So today, guess what the topic is, guys? Drum roll, please. Everybody, if you put your favorite emoji in Annabelle, I need to email you to set up your appointment. And if anyone is interested in booking private readings with me, you can do the Service Plus here and contact me. Otherwise, go to my picture. That's a really good way of discovering this. So let's get started with this. So today, I'm really excited about our conversation because we're going to be talking about past lives and how past lives affect us today, positively, and then also in a challenging way. So that's the conversation today. So some of you guys probably know I do past life readings, and I also am a past life regressionist. So a past life therapist, essentially. We'll say regressionist for those terms. Thank you, Annabelle, for joining my fan club. Also, to let you guys know, I am live also on the Book of Face and the Tube of You. The chat is a little easier. Hello, Grandmama Shields. It's so good to see you. How are you? Make sure you guys stay tuned because I am now going live every Monday and Wednesday morning here on TikTok I do a bigger live stream that's on Fridays. Primarily, that's really on the Tube of You. So I'm going to sort of channel it there. So 2 days a week, Monday, Wednesday morning, I'll be here on TikTok and also on the Tube of You. So here's what we're going to be talking about. Yes, I love it. Hi, April. We are talking today about past lives and how they can affect us in many ways today. So I want to hear from you guys. If you guys, first of all, have any memories of any past lives, or if you have any recollection, or you feel drawn to certain areas, or if you even think maybe some of the ways that you are affected by past lives. So let's have a conversation about it. And while we're talking about this, and while you guys are putting your comments in the chat, I'm going to sort of talk to you about my work that I do when I work with clients in the Akashic Records and what I've noticed. So I have done many readings where when I go into someone's Akashic Records, which I also teach people to do, I do have a free upcoming workshop at the end of this month. You can find that on my page, or you can do it. So let's get some of the comments from all of you. So Jen says, I have a very vivid memory of having an injured foot from age 3. Never had that injury. Absolutely. Absolutely. Or if you have like an unexplained sometimes, and now, so sometimes we have to kind of, when we're doing our sort of looking at past lives and how they can affect us, it's always good to go through like a vetting process of, just saying, going through what you did, where you're saying, could have it affected me from this life, right? But if something is not connecting and you're not getting, there's ways you can discover connections with past lives. The thing I want to talk to you guys about today is how it affects us. And the way that past lives can affect us is it's connected to our aura and our system and our subconscious. That's how we have these past life memories. Now, many of you already know about the aura, but I like to do education about this regularly because I think it's important to revisit it, or else to let people know who don't know much about it, what it is. So our aura energy field is really the energy field. Thank you so much for joining my fan club. I really appreciate that. That means so much to me. That's like the best gift. Thank you. And then you guys just commenting in the chat really helps me a lot get out on the FYP. And then that's fantastic. Thank you. So our aura is really the energy field that we travel with throughout lifetimes. It's tied into our memory bank of our energy. And so we really can't exist in this physical body without being connected to our aura and our energy field. So that's one of the things to say, is one of the reasons why I find it so interesting to work in the Akashic Records, which is what I teach, is that you're able to tap, hi, Yessie, you're able to tap into your Akashic Records and your past lives, because that's where all that consciousness is connected. So being able to relax your energy field and to open up your consciousness and to tap into the Akashic Records, you can view and connect with past lives. Now, some of the ways past lives can affect us, first of all, we often have karmic patterns from past lives. And so that would be exactly what Jen was saying earlier, as she has a vivid conscious memory of having an injury at this certain age and what that's saying to, but did not have it in this lifetime. So typically what happens when I do client work or when I'm doing readings is I go into someone's energy field and I connect in with their Akashic Records, and I look to see psychically where that energy is located in their energy field. And often what happens is it's connected to a past life. So how does that manifest? Well, it manifests literally like thoughts, feelings, physical reactions, and it acts like a trigger. And so things of that nature. Now, and many of us who are on our spiritual path are, good morning, good to see you. You believe in angels, and I love that. You're number 444. Hi, Debbie. It's so good to see you. So Let's talk, for example, about possibly many of you. Now, you may not own this or not, but the thing that my guide gave me this morning about this group specifically, who was coming into this live stream today, is that possibly many of you are carrying, and let me know in the comments if you can claim this, what is known as a witch wound from a past life. Now, how does a witch wound manifest, and what does that mean? So, because some people don't, necessarily say, "Oh, I feel like." Hi, Alejandra. Actually, that's a great question. I'll mention that in just a second. I'm going to be doing. Let me finish this thought and stick with me. It's nice to meet you. So what happens is, with the witch wound specifically, is that typically many of us who are on our spiritual path right now, who identify with being on this path, on this journey, on their ascension path, more than likely have had a past life where they have been ostracized. I can't mention too many words, but you can imagine their life path was greatly affected because they either were a healer, they practiced, some type of either priestess work, or they were maybe even a doula or maybe a witch. And so that energy, that fear, that consciousness, which exists in your energy field and then travels with you throughout lifetimes, can affect you today. So possibly, and this may not be true for everybody, so don't claim it if it's not yours, but it can affect you, like thinking, what will people, oh, good to see you, Carey. Good to see you over here on the two of you. Thank you for being here. So how this can affect you is like feeling possibly like, I don't feel like I can talk about my spirituality. I think people will think, I'm a little bit off. Oh, good, Brianna, welcome in. So we're talking about past life energy, how it affects you today, possibly. And today we're talking specifically about what is known as the witch wound, okay, which many, many of you guys are traveling with. Hi, Lorenda. Good morning. So specifically, this witch wound which many of you guys travel with. There's many ways that it can affect you in your daily life. So it can affect you mentally, certainly, by triggering fears, uncertainties, or a feeling of being unsafe. It can also affect you in your shutting down your energy in your chakra system, so you don't feel as open, you don't feel as clear, okay? And then it can also bring up repressed memories, right? And trust issues. Absolutely. So if you're just joining us, welcome in. Today, we're specifically talking about karmic patterns from past lives. And in this case, we're talking about the witch wound for some of you, for many people. So you have to think, why, am I really drawn to spiritual work? Am I naturally feeling like I want to be a healer? I want to be an intuitive. I want to do maybe some type of spiritual counseling or mentorship. But yet you have this layer which exists, which says it's not safe, right? It's what will happen if. So now we certainly aren't saying everybody has the same witch wound. I don't want to claim that. However, I will say I believe that many of you probably do. So here, what can we do about this and how does it affect us? Well, it can actually go, many of us actually, and I have to watch how I word this, lives probably came to a close, let's put it that way, because of this wound. You understand what I'm saying? So if anybody can relate to this, can you guys put emojis in the chat? Do you feel uncomfortable talking to people about your spiritual practice? Now, you may not have this specific issue, believe me, and it may not come from that, but there's a likelihood it probably did. Because if you think about how throughout Europe, throughout even a lot of different parts of this world, even witchcraft is illegal. And it has also been going on for centuries, ever since we came under, I would say, and again, watching my wording, but we would say what would be known as Carey over here on the two of you, Zaggy me. Many of us have this. Many of us are walking around with this wounding in our aura, in our chakras. And especially if you feel more comfortable in the spaces where you're talking about, being open about what you believe, that's probably an indication. Talking about it, no, but scared of the negative ones if I actually tune in. Okay, tell us more about that, tip on Mackenzie. Tell us more about that. I love hearing your stories. Hello, Ash. Welcome in. So this morning, if you're joining us, welcome in. If you guys don't know me, my name's Carey Kaas. I'm a medium and a spiritual mentor, and also a priestess as well. So today we're talking about past lives and how past lives can affect you in your aura and your life, in your consciousness, and also how there's often karmic patterns attached to these different experiences. And then specifically, we also have possibly a witch wound, which we're talking about. So here's what tip Mackenzie is 66. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you guys. Okay, let me get this. Is really good. So I'm scared that if I tune in, I'm going to get a negative attachment myself. Okay, I understand that, and bring it in. Okay, that's important. So that's a really good conversation. Let's talk about that. That's under all my wheelhouse. Okay. So as we are into my family and our lives and yes, I understand. Now, here's what I think is so interesting about that. And so feel free. So I also do spiritual development, psychic development. So if you're interested in those types of things, feel free to go into Service Plus. I have mentorship and I have a membership to help with those things. So often what happens is that when we are starting to develop our abilities again, normally I will tell you, all of you more than likely have already developed these abilities in other lifetimes. This is not your first rodeo, as they say. So what that means is that you typically very much have already developed these things. And that's why many of you feel like when you first start out developing, some things are going to feel really natural, that you can just do them with ease. You know things, you don't know how you know them, right? Can anybody relate to that? And you think, well, I haven't really taken classes on this. And the reason is because you've already done it. You've already done it, right? So that's part of it. Now, if we have fears or programming, oh, thank you so much for the butterfly. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. So I really want to talk about if you have these fears and these things that, oh, hello, I'm doing so well. It's good to see everybody. So if we have these fears, that can be a few layers. Sometimes that can be very past life related. And then probably so. And then also there is a healthy fear about wanting to understand how to bring energies in and having boundaries, right? Because here, contrary to popular belief, it is very important for us to be able to protect our spaces when we do spirit work. Good morning, High Priestess Queen. How are you? It's so good to see you, Mama. You guys, make sure you're following my friend High Priestess right here. This girl drops the daily astrology and crystal download. Please follow this queen right here. She's amazing. Please follow. She's incredible, very knowledgeable creator. Good morning, Eileen. So today, just to bring everybody in. If you guys don't know me, my name is Carey Kaas. I'm a medium and a mentor. Yes, I do past life readings for couples. Absolutely. 1000%. I do that. So a couple things I want to tell you guys about. First of all, one, I'm not doing readings during this time. This is all education, conversation, community building, and I'm live every Monday and Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. However, on Wednesdays, a couple things are happening. Right after I leave here at 9, I am headed over to the Gram, and I'm going to be doing free card pulls for an hour. So you definitely want to join me. If you're wondering about what the information is there, everything's on my page. Thank you, Eileen, so much. Now, the other thing is, thank you, Eileen. If you do want to get more of what is known as one of my TikTok readings, which you want to be getting a focused question, and you want to get either a past life reading, a mediumship reading, a tarot reading, I'm going to be live tonight here again doing paid readings at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So all my regulars who usually get readings with me can come then. Jen, can you see witch wounds in a birth chart or palmistry? Now, palmistry is not my specialty, so I can't speak on that, but I do believe, now I am only a budding astrologer. I am not, like, you want to go to the high priestess if you want to talk to someone who's a good astrologer, and that is not me. I'm a student myself. I am studying it. But yes, from what I understand, you can see witch wounds in past life patterns in an astrology chart, and especially people that study evolutionary astrology. Let me tell you guys quickly about this book. Hang on a minute. And this is something I'm studying because I'm now exploring, going on the journey of studying. Yeah, Queen, can you talk about that? Mama, do you have time to come up on live with me? Do you want to talk about that for a minute? You don't have to. We can do it another time. But I was going to say, I'm going to let my queen talk about it. This book specifically is a very fascinating book. Evolutionary astrology and regression therapy specifically focuses on that. Okay, good. I'm going to invite my friend in so she can come and do some conversation because that's such a great question. I love it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my goddess. Thank you, girlfriend. I can't believe we've never done a live together. Here we are. Here we are. I love your energy. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. Wanted to come in and say hi. Yeah, I was just curious if you did couples. I absolutely do. Specific to that life, perhaps with that specific couple. 1,000%. And let me tell you something. And then I want you to introduce yourself to everybody, okay, guys? Because you have to follow this queen. She's incredible and so effing knowledgeable. I have to watch. See, now TikTok has all their guidelines, community guidelines. So I'm not going to swear anymore, which is very hard for me. But anyway, yes, I do that. And one of the things specifically that I'm doing, I'll let you know with my past life readings, Akashic Records specifically, is being able to look at things in a very detailed level, especially with past life patterns and stuff. So can you please introduce yourself to everyone, Queen, and let them know what you do? Fly your flag, girl. We want to know about it, everything. Welcome. Nice to meet you all. My name is Nikki. I'm known as the High Priestess. My company is called the Holistic Crystals. I'm a Western practicing astrologer with an emphasis on the asteroids. So as she was talking about evolutionary astrology, that is my thing, definitely surrounding past lives. I also practice medical astrology. I'm also a certified hypnotherapist, timeline therapy, and NLP. I'm also a psychic evidential medium. I teach people about energy, witchcraft, spells, and crystals. I do not sell crystals. And as Carey was saying, every day I post the daily astrology with the best crystal energies to support you through the day. My God. My spiel. Well, honey, I also want to interview you for my podcast. So I'm doing a whole thing. So I'm picking out like these wonderful, amazing powerhouses like yourself to interview, to give all your knowledge. So, okay, since you have so much knowledge, I'm so excited. I'm obsessed with evolutionary astrology. So because we're talking about past lives today, would you mind just sharing your perspective on that as this being one of your niches, and how you feel that plays out today, and how, for example, something like the witch wound can manifest? Are we excited about this conversation? If you have time. I mean, I don't know if you have time, but yeah, no. So yes. So the one thing I think people make a mistake about, as far as speaking in past life terms, your entire life is telling a story about your past life. It's not just the 4th house, the 8th house, and the 12th house. It is a whole encompass, because it's not even just telling you about one lifetime. It's telling you about several lifetimes. And the asteroids can really nail down and get very specific about things. So obviously, if
we look at Neptune, we look at Pluto, and of course many asteroids. Those are going to be telling about what you may have suffered in a past life. Lots of times it's you were the person that wanted to speak out, was demonized for speaking out. And those are witch wounds for you to overcome.
Right.
To use your voice and the power of the feminine energy. So yeah.
Love it. Oh, my queen. I love this so much. This is such beautiful work. And the fact that, you know, it's coming to the surface now in this lifetime, and with like you yourself, the work I do, all of these wonderful people coming forward, moving through their own stuff so that they can hold space for others is so powerful. And the thing, I love that you do medical astrology. I'm so obsessed with you. Do you teach classes in astrology?
I do. Actually, right now, I'm currently teaching a class called the Moon and Soulmate, which is about the 8 phases of the moon and how to align yourself with the moon mapping, and basically great for learning about witchcraft. If you want to, you know, get into that with the moon where it's at.
Yes, it is.
But yes, I do teach a master class on astrology, on Western astrology.
Okay.
We go through everything, the history of astrology, why the houses are the way they are, the different types of astrology, so you don't sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Because it's really important to me. You learn about the aspects of the houses, the signs, and the zodiac. So
amazing.
Yeah. I do a crystal class as well. I do a crystal master class where you learn about all the different types of crystal energies, crystalline structures, how to use crystals. And what's the other class? And then I just teach magic classes.
I love that. So everything you do, I'm obsessed with you. Okay, I'm obsessed with you. Okay, here's, and then okay, but and listen, here's another question. I love this. Is there certain placements we should look at for the witch wound? Can you answer that for them? Because I cannot answer that specifically enough.
Yeah. So for the witch wound, where is your moon in your chart? And you want to look not just at what's conjunct your moon, but what is in opposition to your moon. So say you're a Scorpio moon.
Yeah.
Obviously, that would reflect that you were very heavily involved in the occult in a past life, right, with the Scorpio moon. And depending on what you have opposed it, it's going to be telling about what the trauma was per se, specific to you.
Yeah.
What else could I say? Somebody in the comments is asking about what should say. It's interesting because here lately I've been wondering whether I'm afraid to be seen. That would be a Neptune aspect. So Neptune, say you have the sun opposing Neptune, this can make you feel invisible and not being seen by others. So you want to look at your Neptune placement for how that is. So some other indicators though for the witch wound is your Chiron.
Yeah.
If it's aspected specifically to the moon, Pluto, or Lilith. Lilith is a big deal when we're talking about witch wounds.
Yep.
Saturn as well.
Yep.
There's Black Moon Lilith, which is not technically an asteroid. It's a mathematical calculation.
Right, which I think is so fascinating. I just learned that recently. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah. She's very similar to Lilith. There's actually 3 Liliths, and they're quite similar in their energy. Pluto, the 8th house, the 12th house, asteroids like Circe, Vesta, Pythia, Astrea, those are very much going to show some type of witch wound.
Yeah.
Because it's about restriction, it's about authority, and how it feels for somebody that has that witch wound is the fear of visibility, of speaking your truth. There's some shyness, some hesitation around intuitive occult practices. Now, I've come across many people, as I'm sure you have in your practice.
Yeah.
And they might be open to psychic readings, but like, don't break out the tarot cards.
Right. So triggering. Oh my God. Or even being in the same room as a trip. I have a friend who is well, her genealogy is that, she is Ashkenazi Jewish. And so literally it's like I feel like her energy just starts burning as soon as she's like, I can't even, because her mom, there's tons of trauma, there's so much trauma around anything connected to that for some reason. Super triggering. So, that's a thing we just don't do together.
Yeah, I mean, and I've had readings with, looked at you've been like, wow, you had an interesting past life where like you played the good guy and the bad guy. There's definitely a witch vibe there. And the client was like, oh, I don't really like very turned off by witchcraft.
Yeah, for sure. Like a repulsion or an opposition. Absolutely. Yeah. So true.
And that's definitely a sign and a difficulty feeling the embodiment of feminine energy and mystical occult practices and expression. There's anxiety around usually rejection or being burned or hate or I should watch out what I say.
I know. We're all that's what I was saying. We have to do like the under 13 G version now, Nikki, from every time we talk on the live stream. No, but yeah, totally. It's so, what is also blows my mind is one thing I'm going deeply into, because in my Akashic Records class, which I've been integrating in starting, I've been teaching it for 5 years, but now next year I'm taking it a step further and we're going to be doing a lot of energetic clearing around it, and things that are connected to past life, challenges, we'll put it that way for wording. But it is like with astrology, it is so unbelievably accurate how we, if this isn't just something, oh, isn't that nice? I had a past life, or isn't that nice? My astrology is this. No, it is literally mathematical. It comes through physically. And that's, and as it can be cleared, it can also be cleared and healed and transmuted out of your physical, mental, emotional, etheric body, which is so fascinating.
It is. It really is.
Oh my God.
I see there's some people in the chat that are very into palm reading.
Yes.
I'm like you. I'm not a palm reader. I do know some, and I do enjoy it, and I think it's very interesting.
Yeah. I love the questions, though. They're amazing. Yeah, it's funny. So years ago, when I was trained in the Bay Area, you live in California, don't you?
I just moved to Sedona. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, Queen. Okay, we got to talk. So, okay. Well, so I grew up in the Bay Area, and that's where I went to psychic school in the Bay Area. And the owner or the head teacher opened up a shop in San Francisco. And we were doing readings there. And he said, well, do palm readings. I was like, I don't know how to do palm readings. He goes, Carey, you look at the palm and you read the energy. And I was like, okay, technically, but I think looking at the lines are what people want. But yes, of course, you can read anything from anyone, if you're looking at that, you're connecting with their energy essentially. But yeah, it's a fascinating practice, just like reading tea leaves or tasseomancy. I think that's also really amazing. So too amazing. So cool. I have loved this conversation, and we're going to do this again. You know that. Right?
I would love to. I've been watching you for some time. In your lives. Life is definitely my thing.
I know, Mama. I love it. Well, like I said, and I love chatting with you about it. And you're so knowledgeable. And also I'm so excited. I'm really getting right now. So I am newer in my witchcraft practice. I mean, just reigniting it in year 3. I've been doing priestess work for 5 years, but I'm starting to really work more specifically with those, the planetary bodies in my workings. And I'm like loving it. I'm about to start a 14-day Jupiter. You know what I'm talking about. So, oh, girl. So lots to talk about. Well, I want to have you on again and let's connect. And thank you so much for popping in. You're amazing. And I
appreciate you allowing me this opportunity to chat with you. Definitely DM me and we will discuss
Oh, I would love to. You guys make sure you're following Nikki. She is so knowledgeable, and literally every day she is dropping knowledge, wisdom connected with all the things that she does astrologically, connecting with crystals, what to do with the energies. And it's really what I love about what you're doing is you're telling people how to work with the energy. You're not just going, well, it's going to be a tough day. You know, you're like going, here's what you can do. And I love the usefulness of that. It's so, experiential and important because people get the knowledge and they don't know what to do, but you give them amazing guidance. So,
yeah. And I would say I love the fact that I have such a passion for crystals, right? But I don't sell them. And I feel like that really allows me to be completely honest with you. I'm not picking crystals to try to push something on you. I'm literally telling you, this is the crystal that supports this energy, and yeah, work with it.
100%. Oh, Nikki, I thank you so much. You are amazing. So, okay, so a couple people from Arizona here. Well, now, are you going to be doing anything in person in Sedona, by the way, so people can know? You guys just make sure you're following Nikki here because, again, she is an amazing mentor.
I will definitely be doing things in person.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm in an area built for this.
Yes. So, you certainly are. All right. Well, thank you so much.
It is a relationship. This is a soul business. And I want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you, Carey. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, sweetie. You're amazing. And I appreciate your energy and your wisdom and your, knowledge. Amazing. Oh, thank you so much, friend. And we'll talk soon.
Have a great day.
You too. All right, sweetie. Have a good one. Take good care. Okay, bye. Oh, that was so fun. I love it. Yeah, she's wonderful. And, anytime I can support a fellow, practitioner in general and a mentor, and so she's so knowledgeable and a good person and, reputable and trustworthy, of course. I mean, not right. So we love that. And again, what I find amazing about her is that, and so many things, but is her level of knowledge, but also she's giving you guys really good guidance, tips, information about how you can understand astrology on a daily basis. Because sometimes who's with me if you get to a point where you're like, with astrology, it is a very big and layered topic. It's definitely something that I think takes people several years to really understand, to integrate into their lives. It goes so much further than just, your sun sign, your moon sign. But knowing what I love about Nikki is that she explains to you the energy of how to work with what's going on with the planets and how it might affect you, and then mentioning crystals. So I think having that useful information is so helpful. So let's go back again to the conversation about what we were talking about, past lives and how those things can work in our life. So one of the things I wanted to let everybody know is I'm teaching a free workshop about how to access your Akashic records. And this is something that I teach further, like I teach a longer program on it. So it is going to be at the end of September on Saturday. It's absolutely free. Hi, Lorinda. So it's an absolutely free workshop. And so if you're interested in registering for the workshop, you could just go right to my picture. It's going to be on there. I'm really excited about it. And the other thing I want to mention is that when I'm going to leave here in about 14 minutes and I'm headed over to the Gram if you did want to get a free reading, but I'll also be doing paid readings today at the end of the day. So if you're interested. So here's what I want to leave you guys with today. If you're still with me, I want to do a little meditation today with you guys. Now, I understand a lot of people at this time in the morning are busy, and that many of you are like either getting ready for work or you're with your kids or you're kind of just popping in. But one of the gifts that I find so helpful is the gift of connecting with our own intuition and our own guides and being able to leave you in a better place than when you arrived this morning. That's my hope. or at least align you to that. So you can do this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. And then I would recommend after we do this together, let's meet each other over on the gram if you're wanting a free reading. I'm not going to be able to get everybody, but I'll do as many as I can. But it would be great. I'm trying to encourage people to swing by over there to it. Okay, so here's what our focus today is, because we're talking about past lives. I want to get you guys comfortable with being able to get information from your own intuition and your guides and to see what comes up first, right? So I want you to start. That's one of the things we're honing. Every time we work together, when I come on live stream on Monday, Wednesdays, we are going to be working on that. So I want you guys to be really active in the chat. Now, is everybody excited to try this with me? Okay. And if you are, please feel free to comment in the chat. I did want to say hello, everybody on the Book of Face, because I can't see anyone's comments over there. So I apologize. I haven't yet got access. I am on the two of you, right? Everybody excited? Okay, here's what we're going to do. And I know everyone's busy, but this is how easy it can be to tap into your intuition. Okay, this is how easy it can be. So some of you, if you're not used to meditating, that's okay. You can do this with your eyes open. It's totally fine. Thank you, Christy, for joining my club. All right. So thank you for the gift. I really appreciate that. So and remember, right after this, I'm only on here for an hour each Monday, Wednesday. So join me over on the gram because you can get a free reading. Thank you so much for the popular too. Here's what I want you guys to do. Again, I'm going to be closing my eyes. So I want you guys to just tune in. And even if you take some deep breaths with me and we are settling in together, okay, it's totally fine. Okay, I'm going to guide you through this. It's going to be very simplistic, nothing too complicated. Okay, so and here's what I want to say before we start. If you find you have a hard time concentrating or you're feeling pulled in another direction, it is okay. It's totally fine. It's the little bit every day or a little bit consistently that is the important thing, right? It's the consistency that matters. Showing up for yourself, creating a regular spiritual practice. That's what's important. Okay, friends? So I want you to, if you have to leave your eyes open, that's okay. I'm going to close my eyes. All right. So I want everybody just to take a second. And I want you guys just to set the intention, even if you're busy or people are pulling on you, right? We're just going to take a moment of mindfulness together. So if you want to go ahead and just stick with me, close your eyes for a second. Okay. And as you're sitting here, we together are setting a simple intention to just be aware of your breath. And how your breath feels moving in and out of your chest. And just for the moment, I want you to just pay attention to your center. Your center can be your heart center. And as you do this, every muscle in your body just begins to relax. Your energy begins to become soothed and calmer. And naturally, what will happen, whether you see it or not, a strong grounding cord will begin to form at the base of your spine. And as it begins to form, it then widens on its own to be the width of your hips. And you can just feel the trust begin to form within your body that you are held by the divine. And that grounding cord gently moves down through the layers of the earth independently, without force. As it makes its way down through the layers of the earth, it then connects in naturally with the molten golden center, where the goddess, Gaia, the divine mother herself, awaits your connection. And in this space, feel your space and yourself being held in this sacred space. you can do this at any time during the day, even with your eyes open. And allow your energy field, your aura, also just to relax and become grounded. And breathe in. Exhale. Excellent. And just naturally, what will happen is anything that you're ready to release will begin to fall away and go down through the grounding cord with ease. And just above your head, whether you see it or not, there's a beautiful golden sun. This is filled with pure light from the divine, the wisdom of your higher self, guidance for you for today, clarity. You can just asking that gently to come down into the top of your head, filling up every cell of your body, bones, muscles, and also filling up your energy field with ease. This also creates a protective layer for you. It's at just that vibration, which then protects you from energy that's not for your highest good. As an added extra measure, though, what I want you to do is just imagine that you have 6 red roses around your auric field. And they are grounded as well. And those will be a filtration system for any lower energies that come your way, giving you objectivity and neutrality, but also giving you a place to release things. And if throughout the day you feel tired or drained, you can imagine those just blowing up and then being replaced naturally. This is the base we're going to work from during these live streams. We'll connect. And so for the simplicity of today, what I want you guys to do is I just want you to connect with your heart center. In the heart center here today, we can imagine that we're going to get clear, wise information. Today, we're going to find out simplistically about a past life. And all we're going to extract from this is this information. The information will come from our higher self, our intuition. And I want you to just let whatever comes be accepted without judgment. And I want the information to be this. Ask your higher self, what past life is affecting me today? What past life is affecting me today? It's just a simple answer, simple conversation. Might come through as an impression, a feeling, or a knowing. Even something physically. Just notice your body and your energy, how you feel. And breathe. Might be just a simple physical impression, a word, an image. Now we're going to shift that knowledge and understanding of that information is going to easily integrate and be understood by your conscious mind with ease and clarity. And now I want you to shift your focus back to this moment, integrating that information easily. Take a nice deep breath and shift back into this moment now. And when you're ready, you can just open your eyes and let me know what impressions came through, if any. And it's okay if they didn't, as we're coming to a close here. Also, for all of you guys who are my regulars, I'm going to be going live tonight on TikTok for paid readings at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you feel so exhausted now, right? You were probably ready to take a minute and just release and relax, I bet. I bet that's part of what happened. You heard the word trauma, and that's good. Okay, excellent. Okay, good. So we can start kind of like working with that energy, maybe releasing. Gently releasing. Very good. Anybody else have anything, impressions? Again, some people came in. Hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. We're right in the middle of a meditation, so I'm so glad you're here. This is your first time here. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for the follow, Shannon, as well. Amazing. I heard the word that, and then I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here, Debbie. When I typed that, I got goosebumps. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Wow. So if you're just joining us, welcome again. My name is Carey Kaas. I'm a medium. I'm a mentor. Today we were talking, you felt pressure in your face. Yeah. I was feeling it in my chest, which was right pressing against me. That's what I was feeling. Hi, Megan. Hi, Jen. Oh my gosh, my peoples are coming in. So today, if you're wondering what we were doing, goodness, we were talking today about past lives and how they karmically can affect us today. We met with our friend Jen, the high priestess, who also, she is an astrologer, and she's also a priestess. Thank you for joining my club. I appreciate you guys. So I just want to let you know, I'm switching gears now, right now. So you felt anxiety in your heart center. Yeah, Christy, I was feeling it in my heart space as well. That's where I felt it as well. Again, this is just about awareness and understanding. That's where we are. Okay. So good. So write those things down. Okay. So I'm sticking with my schedule. I'm headed over now to the gram. So I would recommend everybody switch over there with me. I'm going to be doing live free readings over there for an hour. So definitely join me. I will be here again live on Friday, 5 p.m. More of what I do typically on Fridays is a longer live, and I do that a lot on the Tube of You. So I definitely recommend follow me there as well. So I'm going to head over there now, you guys. I want to thank you. This was a beautiful session. I hope this left you in a good space, and I thank you again. I'll see everybody over on the gram. All right. We'll see you soon. Take